Hi, welcome to this week's mortgage market update. And I'm doing this via video now because I've been told I write really long emails. And while that's fun for me to write, it hasn't been very easy to read. And so I'm trying this to make it easier for you. The goal is still the same, and I'm going to be doing this more frequently. I'm actually going to be sending us out once a week. The idea is to give you three things. One, some insights into the market, what's going on the mortgage side, how that could impact your buyers and sellers, and things you might want to be aware of. And then two, any real estate information that I can provide to you on trends in the market, what target markets maybe to go after, what have you. Ideas to help your business, help make you more efficient and effective, and make sure that you avoid the hiccups that a lot of people run into in getting a loan done or getting a transaction done. Second is to provide you an idea where rates are. Rates can be found just down below. I took a snapshot of a couple different interest rates, put those out for you. The idea is just to give you an idea where rates are at. Obviously, every individual situation is different, but this will kind of give you an idea where they're trending. Third goal is once a month, you will get the interview from Bill Hart, and that's down below as well on this one. Bill Hart is a coach. He interviews a top agent from around the country. This one's Steve Harney. And not only has he been a top agent, he's one of the top three for the last 7 years straight in the country. The guy's got some great ideas on what's made him successful. He's now a speaker as well. Just good interview and some great tidbits. The idea here is you can take a nugget or two from anybody who's been successful. And so even me as a lender, I get some great ideas from the real estate interviews that are done. And so I listen to them all. In fact, the last one I listened to was on using technology in your business, which I haven't been very good at, but I'm working on it. And this is the net effect of that. Hopefully you enjoy it. So cut to the market information. Before I start into that, I do want to mention, I was as blown away as everybody else, I think, about Oliver Frascona's passing. The impact that guy has had in our industry is amazing. It's almost the equivalent of Steve Jobs on a local level. I've never seen somebody corner a market like that and not only be good at marketing and getting himself out there, but just being of good value, good service, and good information to everybody. I don't think there's anybody in the industry that hasn't taken one of his classes in Colorado or taken a class at least designed by him. And so it would be sorely missed and such a tragedy. My prayers go out to his family, the family that was with him that passed and perished as well. Just a tragedy. But I did want to start by saying I've been thinking a lot about this week, and you probably have too. Moving on, I do want to cover some things going on in the market, and I'll try to be brief. So first, market trends, just to kind of give you an idea. Trulia and Zillow are the top two search engines out there across the country for real estate. They also get their most marketing dollars from the real estate and mortgage industries. Guess who's joining forces? That's right. Zillow is purchasing Trulia. Price tag? $3.5 billion. Excuse me. Just in case you had some extra cash laying around, that's the price tag for it. I mention this for two reasons. One, if you get lead sources from there, be on the lookout or know that they're merging, and there might be some synergistic ways to take advantage of that. Like any lead source, there's good leads and bad leads on there, and if you work them, you can get business. Secondly, if you have buyers that are searching on Zillow or Trulia, and that's how you found them or not, get them off those sites as quick as possible. Lenders and more realtors are paying top dollar to get in touch with those people, and believe me, some of those are working them. So make sure that I can't tell you how many times a client's already met with an agent. They've even gone out and looked at properties, then they come to me to get pre-qualified, and I ask them what they're using to search online with, and they tell me Zillow or Trulia. I put them on my system right away, and the reason is I want to control who they're talking to and who they're getting their information from. I want them to see accurate information in the market, and we all know Zillow and Trulia are not up to date. And I also want them talking to me or the agent that they're working with. I don't want them just randomly talking to some agent listed a property or that sponsored that page or whatever. So just a thought, if you're not using those sites, get on them. A lot of your companies have them available to you for free. Some of you have them on your own websites. The MLS changed how they do it, so you can easily set somebody up on a search that way. If you want my system, I'm happy to provide it to you. That's fine too. It's free of charge. But get them off of Zillow and Trulia once you're working with them or once you meet with them. In the stats I was looking at for the year, In 2014, just from the beginning of the year to now, the median home price has gone up $30,000 to $278,000, and the average dollar per square foot has gone up $25. So it's now sitting at $250 per square foot on average. Now, I mentioned this for just to know that two things. One, we all know values have gone up, but they haven't gone up that much in this amount of time. But more importantly, or maybe more to the point, the jumbo market has really come into play. Any loan amount over $417 is a jumbo loan. And that portion of the market, I don't have stats on it right now, but that portion of the market has taken off this year compared to years past, at least the last couple. And as a result of that, there's been a lot of mortgage products introduced in the marketplace as well. Less money down, 30-year fixed and ARM products. In fact, most days, jumbo loans are better rates than conforming loans right now on a 30-year fixed, if you can believe that. So if that's not a portion of the market that you've been going after, or not a portion of the market you thought was really viable right now, definitely get on that train if that's of interest to you. There's a lot to be had in that marketplace, and it's growing. So always look for growth opportunities in the market, and that's one of them. Another trend I want to make you aware of is DU is changing their systems. They did a revamp probably a month or two ago on conforming loans. Now they're doing a revamp to their government loans. DU is the automated engine that we as lenders have to run a loan through to go to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Well, Fannie Mae, FHA, or VA. Freddie Mac's actually done on a different program, but it's similar. But the FHA and VA is changing October 18th. What this change means is this. They're basically making it harder to qualify in that those borderline cases that maybe have questionable or borderline credit, high debt to incomes, getting gifted funds, any of those layers of risk, grant programs, any of those layers of risk that go into it, those borderline cases that are approved and eligible now are going to be what they call refer or ineligible after October 18th. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just simply saying if you have a buyer that's been pre-qualified on FHA or VA or is under contract and their closing date is after October 18th, or any of them that you get from here forward, make sure that lender is dialing in the exact income, the exact loan amount, everything else, the exact interest rate, make sure they've locked in their rate so they can run the final version of the automated system through DU, hopefully before October 18th, if it's a borderline case. So a lot of disclaimers out there, but the bottom line is make sure that you're in contact with your lender, make sure they're on it. They should be doing this stuff without you, but just to give you an idea, like if I pre-qualify somebody and they tell me they make around $60,000 a year, but then we get the tax returns and it's 58, I have to run the AUS again using 58,000 a year versus 60. Again, in a borderline case that can matter, and so you just want to make sure that that lender is running it with the final version on it, that they have all the numbers dialed in, and if they don't, that they do it before October 18th. So just a word of caution. Hopefully your lenders are getting that done already. So with that, I'm going to let you go, but I did want to say thanks for watching, and I'll be sending these out once a week just to keep you a quick update, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.